Out the gate, y'all. Out the gate. Can y'all hear anything? Because I can't hear anything. I don't hear anything coming through my speakers whatsoever. If y'all can hear me, I'm good because I don't need to hear anything else. Can y'all hear me? What's up, y'all? Daily Go Getimism Show. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear anything? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? Am I loud and clear? Do I have to do something? Put it in your ear. Talk to me. Y'all hear me? All right. Then let's go. Because I don't know what's going on otherwise. So let's make it happen. What up, y'all? Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752. Tonight, on this Pretty Petty Tuesday, we are talking about I fear the unknown about you. I may not fear the unknown about everything else out there in the world, but I feel the unknown about you. So what we're talking about tonight is basically having reservations or concerns about something that somebody that you are dealing with is doing. Like if you've ever dealt with somebody that you can't trust, if you've ever dealt with somebody that that used to be a cheater or is a cheater or has a roving eye or somebody that you really don't trust when they're not in front of your face. That's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show. I fear the unknown about you. Only you. I may not fear death. I might not fear heaven or hell. I might not fear the afterlife. I might not fear going to the roughest hoods in the world. I might not fear caverns underwater, but I fear dealing with you. And you can say that it's an insecurity issue. You can say it's a whole lot of things. But when you are in that situation where you are in love with somebody that you are afraid to be in love with because they don't make you feel safe, because they don't make you feel secure, because you fear that they may be doing something out there that is going to be a reflection on you physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and socially. That's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show. So what do y'all know about this? Have you ever dealt with somebody that you could not trust? Have you ever dealt with somebody that you could not help accusing of doing something that you don't even know about? Have you ever dealt with somebody that you tried to manipulate into trying to tell you something that they might be doing, whether you know that they are doing it or not? It's not a good place to be in. It's a terrible place to be in. And it makes you look like an insane, obsessed, jealous person. It's not a good look. And it may lead to you breaking up. But the thing is, breaking up with that person may confirm your fears. Well, yeah, the only reason that you want to break up with me or that it irritates you when I'm checking up on you or checking behind you is because you know that I am close to the truth. You understand? And I'm looking for the proof, and the proof is in the pudding because you ain't putting up with me. And you should see we should be together, but we're not. We used to be together, but we're not. And the sun is very hot, and so is my temper. Hey, listen to me. Oh, yo, I'm going to get back one day, but right now we need to separate the way that we are. We can't be like that. You understand what I'm talking about, Star? Peace. I fear the unknown about you. Now, this is not healthy type of behavior. This is not healthy behavior. And when you have been on the receiving end of someone not trusting you, loving you but not trusting you, loving you and not trusting you, loving you is harder than a motherfucker. God damn. Uh 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 uh. I don't trust you. And a lot of times when people don't trust somebody, they are not honest about not trusting them. People have ways of telling someone that they don't trust them without saying that they don't trust them. Like, have any of you ever been said to? Has anyone ever said to you, "No, I trust you. I don't trust them"? Or have you said it? You may have said it yourself. No, 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 baby. I trust you, but I don't trust them. For those of y'all who don't know, when you tell somebody that you trust them, but you don't trust the people that are around them, you're telling them that you're telling the person that you just told that you trust them that you don't trust them. Because unless you're talking about a cat being around packs of wolves or trained to kill cat dogs, then then trusting someone else around the person that you trust shouldn't be an issue. Trusting someone that you trust shouldn't be an issue around other people that you don't even know. So when we say, I fear the unknown about you, I fear the unknown about how you will conduct yourself in situations in which I'm not monitoring you. It makes me feel uncomfortable when I'm not around you because I don't trust that you will represent me when I'm not there. It's hard, man. It's hard. Now, what I'm going to try to do, and y'all going to have to bear with me, what I'm going to try to do is try not to be judgmental of people who have trouble trusting other people and who may obsess with their lovers, friends, and whoever is close to them. You know what I mean? Because there are things that happen in a person's life that makes them not be able to trust. There may be things that have happened to them that have put up strong barriers towards being able to trust anybody. You know, when you've been betrayed, it's hard to trust. When you've been lied on, it's hard to trust. When you've been abused, whether it's physically, sexually, emotionally, it's hard to trust. And although people say that you shouldn't or you can't carry baggage from previous relationships into any relationships that you're going into, it's not very far sighted when it comes to the reality of how people live their lives. It's not easy to go through your life acting like you didn't see what you've seen, acting like you don't know what you know, and acting like you don't recognize what you recognize, or you don't fear what you fear. When something scares the daylights out of you, it's hard to act like it doesn't affect you at all. But we're told, trained, taught to just ignore those things. But they want us to pick and choose when we ignore them. You know, for example, they if we have a new love in our life, they want to tell us not to not to compare us to any other love that they've ever had, and not to not to bring the fears and the negative the negative things that have happened to us into those relationships. But at the same time, they want to tell us to make sure that people who have physically harmed us, that we stay away from them. Or or how about this one? Any of your girlfriends or your male friends that try to tell you anything about me, don't listen to them. Only listen to me. Now, when a person tells you that you should only listen to them and not the input of people that you have trusted for years because they have proven their trust and loyalty towards you, I know for me, that throws up some red flags. There's red flags for me all day when it comes to that. I don't know about y'all, but for me, that's red flags all day. So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily. the Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day, every single day, every day. Every day it rains, every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Son 752, aka Omar, with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about I fear the unknown, about you. I don't fear God. I don't fear God's wrath. I don't fear the devil. I don't fear Satan. I don't fear the afterlife. Don't fear dying. Don't fear getting sick. Don't fear trying. But what I fear about you, because you are something that I love and something I want to do. And I want to be with you for my life. But dealing with you, I think I might lose my life. So I said I wasn't scared to lose my life, or I didn't fear losing my life, but maybe I do. Understand what I'm saying to you. I know my thoughts get jumbled up, and I know that's true. But what I'm trying to communicate to you is that I want something for you that's true. And sometimes, a lot of times, I feel like you be lying. You be trying to sell me stuff I know I ain't buying, and I'm really trying to get with you and get comfy. This shit is just not like a chair. I can't go there. Yeah, I want to be the best, and I want to be able to take a rest, and I want my phone to stop giving me stress, and I want y'all to be down. Yes. I fear the unknown about you. Carol Chamberlain, good looking out, my friend. Mi favorita, she says this is going to be good. I know I'm going to put my best foot forward. I'm going to try to make it good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to make it good for y'all. But yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight. I fear the unknown about you. If you've ever dealt with anybody, listen, more than likely, somewhere in your relationship history, you have probably been with somebody that you knew struggled with their fidelity. It was a struggle for them. It wasn't easy. Maybe it was because they were good looking, and maybe that because they were popular and people were always coming at them or whatever. So here you are dealing with your own stuff, trying to unpack your own bags, trying to get yourself together, and you falling in love with somebody who is Mr. Wonderful or Mrs. Everything, and you know they're good looking, they're popular, they're go getters. People be coming at them, and you got them, but you don't feel like you really got them. Listen, man, I know people, and you may know people, and some of y'all have had the experience of going back and forth to the clinic dealing with somebody that you was messing with. Now, they may not have burned you, but oh man, God forbid that they actually did give you an STD before. Oh, oh. God forbid that somebody that you were in love with gave you an STD. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what stings worse, the actual physical STD or the feeling of dealing with somebody who put your health in danger that way. And that could have just been a bacterial infection, like it could have been the low level STDs like chlamydia, like what's that let's see, they get bacterial vaginitis, which can't really be proven that somebody gave it to you. You know, you can get it other way. What's that other one? Tricka, trichomonias. How you spell this shit? Trick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All the women out there know what I'm talking about because y'all all been to the gynecologist and y'all all been schooled to that thing. So, you know, like when your man has been messing around with a lot of chicks, one of them chicks is a little bit dirty, yeah, a little bit, yeah, I mean, and he come home, he ain't got no symptoms of the shit because men don't really get symptoms of that. He come home and he burnt you. So you going back and forth to the clinic. Anyway, bottom line is he didn't put your life in danger. You know, you don't die or even get sick from that, but he did put your health in danger. So the same way he gave you trick, or the same way that he gave you chlamydia, or the same way that he gave you clap, the same way that he gave you gonorrhea, is the same way he could have given you HIV, the same way he could have given you hepatitis, same way he could have given you a whole herpes, genital warts, HPV. You know what I mean? Like the bottom line is, even if your man or your woman never gave you nothing, if you have had, if you've had someone else do that to you before, it's gonna weigh heavily when you dealing with somebody one-on-one, because you're gonna always be wondering, are we really one-on-one? Are we really one-on-one? Like, I know I'm one with you. I'm one-on-one with you, but are you really one-on-one with me? Because the last person who burnt me, or the first person who burnt me, claimed that they were one-on-one with me, but they was not one-on-one with me. Adult shit, kid shit, real shit, life shit. So if you've ever dealt with something like that, it's going to be hard for you to just turn it off when you're dealing with somebody else, or it may take someone who had nothing to do with that longer to gain your trust. And on top of that, they ain't even being patient with you. They like, look, I'm not the last person you was dealing with, so stop treating me like them. Meanwhile, the nigga that burnt you, he said the same shit. I'm not like the last boy who cheated on you or whatever on you. I'm not like him. But he sent you to the clinic and you was embarrassed to be in it. And it was bad. And it made you kind of mad. And it might have even made you cry and make it sad. Because you know that you didn't want to let him go. But any other scenario, you would have done it, yo. Get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck on. I ain't trying to mess with you. You was trying to get your fuck on with another chick, and you don't know how to stick, and you doing some really crazy things with your dick, and I don't know where you been, where you put the thing, but you ain't putting it inside me without a fee. Well, maybe I went too far with that. The fee could be the questions. All right, so do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? I fear the unknown about you. Now, fearing the unknown about somebody doesn't necessarily have to be their sexual activities or their infidelity. Have you ever just felt like somebody that you were serious about or trying to be serious about was just into some shady shit? Like you couldn't even put your finger on what they were doing, but you knew whatever they were doing, it wasn't a good thing. You know, in the 80s and in the 90s and now, a lot of girls like bad boys. They like these cats out here selling drugs, running from the cops, acting like thugs, toting Glocks, guns, and whatever, going back and forth to jail and all of that kind of shit. When you're dealing with somebody who has a propensity for committing crimes or living a criminal lifestyle, it's not easy to get comfortable with them. You don't know when you're going to get that call in the middle of the night because they got hurt or they locked up or they're in trouble. And nobody gets into a relationship looking for trouble. Like, yo, man, my life been going too well. I done got me this good job. I done started this career. I'm making all this money. My kids is straight. They doing good in school. They doing what they supposed to do. I don't even have to yell at them or put hand or lay hands on them no more. You know what I mean? My mom health is straight. You know what I'm saying? She good to go. My dad came back into my life. He doing the things that he's supposed to do. His life is on track. Man, all my friends, you know what I mean? We looking like the crew from Entourage on HBO right now. You know what I mean? Literally. Everybody getting paid, everybody's in good relationships. We taking trips together. We traveling all around the world. You know what I mean? We just running around here like the team that won the Super Bowl. We get access to everything. We got it all. We smart, we good looking. Nobody gets into a relationship looking for trouble. And for so many people, the relationships that they get into or that they have been in have been their source of contention. That's where a lot of the trouble has been starting or coming from or brewing. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is I said that. This is I said that. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I fear the unknown about you. So yeah, if you think that your man or your chick is into some double life shit, it doesn't always have to be sexual. But if they're into some things like that they don't want you to know about. I watched a documentary the other day about John Gotti. Remember John Gotti, the famous gangster from New York, you know what I mean? The Teflon Don. And they were saying how he had this relationship with the media. And the media was really his big downfall because they painted him as this dapper Dan type of guy. He was smooth. They just thought he was a known crime boss. So when you think about the audacity that he had to be in the public eye the way he is, the way he was, you think like, man, was you crazy? You know what I mean? Bad boys move in silence. And the truth of the matter is, or was, that John Gotti wasn't nothing but a thug. Yeah, he's a killer. He was a capo, which is, he was a captain in the mob. And be a captain in the mob, to become a made man, you had to have put in work. And the work that you had to put in was you had to have killed somebody. But what intrigued me about the story that was being told about him was I know that his wife knew what he was doing, because they described how he had gotten married at a young age, but he always had a problem with fidelity. Like, he cheated on his wife a lot, and he ain't had no education or nothing like that. How he had grew up in a family of 13 kids, and how there were times that he had to go to school with mismatched kids, and people gave him a hard time, and so he had to start fighting a lot to keep people from teasing him and all that kind of stuff. But I know that his wife, and I noticed how the media, especially in these Italian mob movies, they always try to make the wives of these mobsters look like they were innocent, like they didn't know what was going on, like they just sat back at the crib and lived regular suburban housewife lives and all of that kind of shit. Like they didn't know they man was out there beating people up, killing people, drowning people in acid and getting rid of people. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't know that. Like they didn't know where the money that they were living, the lives that they were living, was coming from. But they knew they didn't have to work. They knew they ain't have no job. They knew that everything that they got was paid for, and they could have a lot. They could have a lot. So when we say, I fear the unknown about you, I wonder if those mob wives, I mean, they had to worry that their men would get killed out there too. They didn't live to be old heads, and you know what I'm saying? We talk about OGs and old gangsters and all that kind of stuff. The mob dudes, you know how we talk about black on black crime a lot. But when the mob, all through the 20th century, in the 1900s, when you talk about Italians, you ain't talking about no black on black crime. You talking about white on white crime or olive on olive crime, because you know how, the Sicilians versus the Italians, they be trying to act like they ain't all the way white. Like, no, because I got the salami, and I'm not like them white guys, because they treated us like shit when we came to this country. I'm like, anyway, I ain't gonna go into that because that's gonna take me off to a tangent. When I talk about white people complaining about the way white people treated them, I'm like, well, let me tell you a story. So anyway, I'm sure that plenty of their wives had mad reservations about the lifestyles that their husbands were leading. They had to have mad concerns. You know what I mean? How were they able to trust their husbands when they went out? How did they have children and be at home with their kids, never worrying about some rival crime crew, crime family coming through and firebombing their house or shooting up everybody or whatever? Oh, because women and wives and children were supposed to be off guard. I mean, out of what was it? Yeah, can't kill no women and children. That was like the mob street code, the code, right? The fuck out of here. Yeah, I'll believe that. I'll believe that when you sell me the Brooklyn Bridge for 100. Oh, you'd give it to me for 80? All right, that's what's up. All right. My brother Ansel Jones, what's going on? My brother Stacy White. Yeah, that's another. And Mia Cunningham and T. Carey Wright. What's going on tonight? How y'all feeling? Feeling. My brother from another mother, nothing Norris. How you feeling? Shirley Sherl, the world's most precious, greatest pearl in the world. How y'all doing, man? All right, so what y'all got for me? What y'all talking about? Let me see. I ain't get a chance to read no comments. You know what I mean? I guess not having no sound, it was yeah, what I mean. And so Jones says that's too much to worry about another adult. That's one way of putting it. It's one way of putting it. Carol told me don't ruin many songs. Okay. I bet you I won't do it no more. I ain't even cross my fingers. And so says you don't trust their judgment. Yeah, it happens. Norris Hill says that sort of ties in. That sort of ties in with having the ratchet number one we talked about. Oh. Stacy, good looking out. We're sharing the show. We're liking the show and sharing the show. All right. Let me see. Carol says It's the betrayal for me. You didn't think enough of me to protect us. I mean, it's legit. That's a legit concern. That's a legit concern. Not being able to get comfortable with somebody that you want to be comfortable with. And you know what? Sometimes, sometimes people who are in what they think is a healthy relationship or a loving relationship, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes they give the worst advice in the whole world. Because they'll either tell you to give everybody a chance and let and just basically let go and let God, or they'll tell you don't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody that's in a happy, loving relationship. Don't trust they. You can you might want to watch them instead of listening to them because they be they have you thinking they just be telling you anything. Like I said, either they tell you, listen, you gotta let a man be a man, or you gotta, what I mean, I'm trying to tell you, man, you just gotta give people a chance. You can't always believe everything that you see and half of what you think. Either they'll tell you that, or they'll tell you, I'm telling you, you need to check these motherfuckers at the door. Check his ID, check her ID, get a police report on him, get a credit report on him. Go around the old way. Ask about them. Ask about nigga. Ask about me. Nigga. Ask about me. Nigga. Act. Nigga. Yeah. You a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, baby. Damn, Mia said I couldn't get on the View the Show till now. Yeah. Sometimes YouTube be acting a little. It be getting a little shade. It be on their shade tree sometimes. It be on their shade tree. Good looking out, y'all. All right. Ansel asked, would you stop a relationship because of a feeling of being cheated on in the past? Not of being cheated on in the past, but I don't see anything wrong with if you don't feel like if somebody is giving you negative vibes, like if you can you can't always wait till you can actually see something in order to act on something. Sometimes you have to trust your gut. Sometimes you have to trust your intuition. Sometimes you have to just trust that you know what you know. If you've seen something 100 times before, what makes you think that you're not seeing the exact same thing that you're seeing now? Sometimes you got to move. If you've been asking somebody to do the things for you that will make you comfortable and they keep trying to talk you out of them doing what you have asked them to do or need them to do, then I don't see anything wrong with moving on. You got to do what you got to do. Because if I can't get comfortable with you, I would rather be uncomfortable without you. It's the same thing. And for a woman being uncomfortable with her man, that's never a good thing. I mean, think about it, fellas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If your woman is uncomfortable with you for any reason, her twat ain't gonna get all wet like that. It's not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing worse. When I start lying, just tell me. Now she got some good stuff, but it can't be good for you because she can't trust you. So she can't let herself go. She can't relax. She can't get wet. So y'all can't get into it like y'all really want to. You blaming her, she's blaming herself, she's blaming you, but might not really want to blame you because she's the one, with the problem. It would be just like if your dick couldn't get hard. Like that ain't her fault. Even though she might blame herself, I mean, women have been known to do that. Like, nah, you a cutie, you definitely sexy and all of that, but You know, I just got an eviction notice, man. You know what I mean? Relax. You relax, because I can't. I mean, I get with you tomorrow night, though. Anyway. And so said no proof at all. Maybe no ocular proof, no visual proof. Sometimes there are more ways to prove some things than just what you see. He says, gotta love the limelight and be seen and love being seen. She also says, Ansel, to me seems like if you and your relationship because of feelings from the past, you're not ready for the relationship you are in. That's crazy. Well, you might not be, but if you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable. Well, what you gonna do? Mia says those wives knew. Yeah, you know those mob wives knew. They be trying to make them look like you, man. You ain't gonna tell me your man out there catching mad bodies and he don't bring none of that energy home. Oh yeah, he plays with the kids. He loves the kids. Blah blah blah. I'm like, so he ain't never killed a dog. You ain't never see him stab a cat in the head. That's what you telling me? You ain't see him maul a squirrel with just his hands. Yeah, that motherfucker, you know what I mean, is a 7-time murder and only got a life sentence. Or he got off with 15 years with time served because he turned state's evidence. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't never known a killer that nobody knew was a killer. Like, yo, I did you see, look. If nothing else, I knew the boy wasn't right. Like, I knew he killed Skeet, but I ain't know he killed Boo. He killed Boo. Yeah, he killed Boo. And he killed Pooh. He killed Pooh. Damn, man. I knew he killed Skeet. Nobody ain't say nothing, but I knew he killed Skeet. I had no idea he killed Boo and Pooh. What about Rock? Yo, he ain't kill Rock. The only reason he ain't kill Rock, though, is because Rock helped him kill Will. It was Rock who helped him kill Will? Yeah. Rock helped him kill Will. But we ain't even gonna talk about Bam and the Bull Black. What about Bam? Yo, I can't talk about Bam or the Bull Black. What black? The skinny black or the fat black? Well, you know, I mean, the skinny black, you know, he doing well, man. I mean, you know, they moved out in Mount Airy, you know, him and his girl, whatever, you know, they finally got their shit together. They doing good. So, you know, I ain't talking about the skinny black. But fat black, well, I ain't gonna get into it. Anyway, man, what's up with you? You good? All right. Mia says they worried and were scared, but turned a blind eye to a lot of that and reap the benefits. Hell yeah. I saw the Sopranos. I seen it. Mia says, no woman, no children. And when you were with your family, you fought another day. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Yeah. And you got into this relationship and you more twisted than 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 keep sweating cut close. You are my loving baby. You got me twisted over. You know, you are my loving baby. You got me twisted over you. If you really, really want it, all you gotta do is get up on it. Shout out to Keith Sweat and Cut Close. All right. All right. Get serious here. You know, you are my life, baby. You got me twisted over you. Twisted and love it, That's me, the ram. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Carol Chamberlain says, "Did you speak to me, sir, or did you just read my comment about the song?" I believe that I mentioned your name first because of the super chat, ma'am. Remember, super chat. Remember, this should be a good one. Remember, you scroll up a little bit, you'll see it. I want to thank you again for that. Because you know, you are my loving baby. Okay, no, that's a go. No, my bad. Mia says, I couldn't be with someone, friend or romantic, that I didn't feel safe with or around. If I gotta side eye you, I gotta move on. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Anthony Jones says, check the whole facts. People you can't even trust the whole facts. They be lying. They be lying. They fabricated the reports. They fabricated them. Go Gruff. The gal says, no, I don't remember, sir. See, y'all be in your own world. You know what I mean? Can't get comfortable. Billy Go Gruff. But yeah, man. I fear the unknown about you. You know, try to throw your mind off of what is important to you sometimes. They might not do it on purpose. People who care about you really want you to be comfortable. They really want you to be okay. But and trying to make you okay, they don't always give the best advice. They don't always give you the best advice. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do in order to try to get comfortable. And when you can't, that can be a big problem. So when we say I fear the unknown about you, when you need to know something about somebody, when you have suspicions, when you've been having bad dreams about somebody, you know how women are, man. You know how women be like, oh my, I had this bad dream about you last night. And I don't know. Matter of fact, it wasn't even last night. It was just like an hour ago. And I can't get over that shit. You was doing bad things with her. And you was doing bad things with her. And you was doing bad things with her. You was doing bad things, and you was disrespecting me. You was disrespecting me, and I couldn't believe it. I was looking in your eyes, and I was hella surprised, and I was asking myself, why? And it was only a dream, but it was real the way it seemed. So what you doing, nigga? I ain't really asking, but What you doing, nigga? I'm kind of asking, nigga. Why don't you make me feel more comfortable? Do something, yo, right now, right? Your dreams do mean something, but they say that your dreams don't actually mean that that the person that you're dreaming about has anything to do with what's going on in your life. You may have some other battles that are being represented by somebody that you care about, because maybe you care about the situation that you're in. But nonetheless, you know, on a human level, it's hard not to relate exactly what you dreamt about as being real. You know what I'm saying? Like now you want some Dionne Warwick shit. You want some old, what was the fake psychic lady who died? Call me now. She wasn't even Jamaican. Call me now, Miss Cleo. Remember Miss Cleo? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Which one? How many of these other celebrities have faked to be psychics and all of this kind of shit? You know, I'm like, yo, if you were such a psychic with your celebrity ass, why you ain't see the end of your career coming? Them niggas who jerked you for your publishing and your business partners that stole all that money. Why you ain't see that? Would you only see other people getting jerked? Yeah, Dionne Warwick, you such a psychic. Why you ain't Warren Whitney? Ain't that your niece? Why you ain't Warren Whitney? Why you ain't Warren Whitney? You know what I mean? You talking about some. Have you ever been to Santa Fe? Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Count on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on. You can count on me. So you can't stop lying. Carol Zimmer says, you can't listen to someone else. Trust your instincts. Hopefully, your instincts are right too. Don't you know the way to say that? Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. I'm saying though, you know, I fear the unknown about you. If it's hard for you to get comfortable with somebody that you really love. Oh, hold on, but you know what? Hold on. I wanted to ask y'all something. Have you ever worked at a job? Have you ever worked at a job that had business practices that you were uncomfortable with, and maybe it was maybe it was hard for you to get comfortable working at a job? Now I know that this is very different, but I tell you one thing that some people can relate to when it comes to their job and their jobs unscrupulous business practices. Maybe you worked at a job before where the writing was on the wall that job was going to start laying off a bunch of people, or that they were about to go under. Like maybe you knew that they were in financial trouble. Think about working at Crazy Eddie's back in the day. You ain't know, but somebody knew. And you know how somewhere down the wire, somebody be like, somebody done got wind that, yeah, they're about to, they're going to lay off 200 people, 20 people, whatever. Like, look, it ain't but a staff of 50 people, and they talking about they about to lay off 20 people. You like, yo, what are the chances of me not getting hit? It can be hard to get, it can be hard to get comfortable in a situation like that. I remember, what was it, back in the, it was either back in the, in the, in the late 90s, or was it the early 2000s, when the computer learning center, a lot of people learned their computer skills at the computer learning center. They used to have commercials about the computer learning center and all of that. And then one day they just closed their doors. Their students couldn't finish they couldn't finish their education. They couldn't get their degrees, their certificates, or nothing. Somebody had to know. And you ain't gonna tell me that they didn't tell nobody. So you had students who probably saw the writing on the wall, staff that had to know that something was going on. They was like open on Friday, and on Monday when people came back to work in school, it was like, yo, y'all can't come in here. We'll email y'all. Like, email us on what? I ain't got no computer at home. I gotta go to school then. Like, oh well, you know, go to the library and we'll email y'all the details about what's going on here. You still owe your tuition, by the way. The reason that I bring that up is that you might be comfortable with a shaky job situation because you still getting paid, but it might be harder for you to look at it that way in a loving situation, even though you're still being loved. I mean, it says, I wonder if the people that worked at that company that didn't care about where they were dumping chemicals, they were unscrupulous. Long as y'all get it, I'm glad that as long as y'all get it, I'm glad that I was giving it. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got to do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious May 2nd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Deborah Ann McIntyre LeBron. No relation, but what up, cuz? Turning 61 years old today. And also Amber Sipple, turning 42 years old today. And Erica Bowman, happy birthday to you. And Yvette Moore, go get her, Yvette Moore, happy birthday to you. And my big sis, Laura Ames, turning 58 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, I said last but not least, Nicole Blunt. My girl, Nicole Blunt, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious May 2nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, I fear the unknown about you. Communication is the key. And if somebody won't communicate with you on the level that you need to be communicated with, yet they want you to still believe in them, well, then that's going to have to be their problem. It's not yours. Their life, not yours. Their problem, not yours. But it is your problem because you're trying to get to a place of feeling safe and secure where you need to be. Everyone performs at a higher level when they know that when they know that their lying ass ain't going to be surrounded by a bunch of hating ass hyenas. I didn't mean your lying ass, your lying ass, with the mane, the king of the jungle type thing. Lions can't get comfortable around hyenas. It ain't natural. So how natural can it be for the person that you love for you not to be able to get comfortable, or for them not to be able to be willing to put you in a place where you can get comfortable? What's up with that? Well, we're going to see. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. If you're dealing with somebody that don't want to give you the information that you need in order for you to get comfortable, then you're going to have to make a move. And I can't tell you what move that you need to make, but you know that there's one out there that needs to be made. So you contemplate on that. You sit on that. You ask God to send you the message that you need. You ask the universe to give you the strength and the power to get the things that you require. And I'm gonna support you and hope that you get the best for you too. All right, so Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, one love, baby. One love. One love.